Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Rue for those that don't know, and today I just wanted to do a bit of a Q&A. So I did post on both YouTube here and on Instagram for people to send me some questions, and I would hang out, answer the questions, and play with some makeup at the same time. It's my birthday right away here. I am thinking this video is getting posted on the Sunday, and then my birthday's on Monday. But I might also post this right on Monday as a bonus video if I can get enough content prepped in time. So I'm not 100% sure, but it's my birthday, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a little Q&A and hang out and just, yeah, chat with you guys a little bit. So thank you to everyone that submitted questions for me to answer. It's not a lot as I am a small content creator, but I hope it's still interesting and entertaining. And at the very least, I am doing this eyeshadow look while I answer the questions at the same time, so at the very least, hopefully that part is nice and entertaining for you guys. I'm just dipping into products already in my collection. None of it is new, none of it's first impressions, just hanging out, shop my stash, and answering some questions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in. Alrighty guys, let's just hop in. So I'm going to start with some of my Morphe eye primer, and the first question that I got here is, you talk about wanting to move out in the country. Would you want a garden, and what would be the first thing you plant? So for me, moving out into the, I want an acreage, just to clarify. I still want to be nice and close to the city because I grew up in the city. I am definitely a city kid, but I just want the privacy and the space of an acreage, mostly so I can get another dog and have like a good amount of space for them. But yeah, I would like to garden. Honestly, I try to garden where I currently live, but planting things is expensive, especially like if I'm not just going with seeds. If I want to buy something that's already started, it's just so expensive. I bought a couple plants because I have like a little rock bed in my front yard, and I was like, I want to finally like fill it up with like ground cover. So I bought some like hen and chicks, and then some, they're like these little yellow flowers. They're not baby's breath, but like it's kind of that vibe. I don't know what they are actually. I forget. But I got a couple flowers and then a couple marigolds as well, just to try and help with the bugs. But yeah, I do enjoy gardening. It's not my top priority because it is expensive and it is time consuming too to like do all the maintenance. And unfortunately, I don't have as much time as I would like to for that kind of thing. But yeah, I would definitely like to garden. And then what I would plant first, I would love to have like I want to put a herb garden in my front, like in my kitchen window, honestly. So like probably things like herbs. I know like raspberry bushes are super low maintenance, and I love raspberries even though they hurt my tummy. So I would probably enjoy putting up a raspberry bush or two. Yeah, it would be a nice mix between food type stuff and then also just like pretty flowers and that sort of thing. So it would be difficult to know what I'd plant first, just depending on how I would want to do a layout of it. But I would like to do more gardening for sure. It's just having the funds to do that sort of thing. Just gonna clip my hair. I forgot to clip it out of my face before starting. And we're gonna go ahead and dip into the Blend Bunny Surge palette. So what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll start with the shade Shocked in the middle. I kind of want to do a like halo eye, and then I want to go into Juicy and then Taboo and do like a yellow, orange, red, like sunset, sunrise kind of vibe. So I just wanted to mention that so that I can just keep talking. The next question is going to be favorite color combo in makeup specifically. That is really, really tough because I love trying different makeup combos. I would definitely say like a sunrise, sunset vibe is always fun. But then also I really like doing like a teal or turquoise with purple, or also a teal and turquoise with red can be really, really pretty. That's tough. I think those would be my top choices. Those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head that I'm like, yeah, those are always tried and trues. Pink and blue is cute for like a pastel-y look. I've always been a fan of like cotton candy colors. The next question, coffee or tea? And then with that, what are my favorite like flavors and add-ons? I am a mix. So I love chai tea from Tim Hortons, and with that one I'll just do like a triple. So that would be 3 sugar, 3 cream, for those that don't know. I think that's Canadian lingo. Yeah, so that's my like go-to Tim Hortons order. Back before I got diagnosed with celiac, I loved the Starbucks caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino. I haven't had it since I was diagnosed because they couldn't guarantee not cross-contaminating, and the staff doesn't know what's in their drinks. Like, they don't know how to answer like allergy questions. And like, this could vary from location to location, but I went right after being diagnosed and I went to go get my free birthday drink. And I was having a really hard time with the diagnosis because like learning how to eat after that is really difficult because you have to learn all these different things to watch out for and to avoid. So I went in line and I was like, hi, like I'm here for my birthday drink. Is the caramel ribbon crunch gluten-free? And they're like, I don't know if it's an allergy, you're better off just not getting anything at all. Like, they basically just told me to get out of there. And I was just like, okay, that's... And like, it wasn't like a polite, like, hey, I'm sorry, this, like, I don't have the answer for you, here's a way to access the answer, or whatever. It was a, you're wasting my time, go away. And yeah, it was very emotional for me because I had just got diagnosed and it was my birthday and I was trying to have a really fun day. Me and my partner went to like the water park and stuff, and we bought me food, and we could literally see like, we got me a lettuce wrap burger, and we could literally see like sesame seeds on it. So it was very clear that there was cross-contamination, so I couldn't eat it. So then he ended up going and buying me a salad. And when you want a burger and you get stuck with a salad, it is not the best feeling anytime, but like realizing that this was becoming my new reality, it was super hard for me at that time. It's not so bad now. It still sucks occasionally, but like it's definitely gotten easier. But yeah, so anyways, I don't drink there anymore, but I went on a tangent. For me, I loved the caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino back then, and I would always add a couple shots of hazelnut. So for like choice add-ons, hazelnut is a huge one that I absolutely love. Caramel is obviously another big one. We've started doing like iced coffees at home where my partner just like brews coffee, turns it into ice cubes, and then he'll like blend it in the blender with like creamer and pre-made cold brew and that sort of thing. And I'll always like add caramel to mine. I would love to add hazelnut, but I haven't been able to find it. And I don't do like sugar-free flavorings either, just because I don't like to me it's a very strong aftertaste that I notice, and also sometimes it gives me like migraines from like aspartame and stuff. So it's hard to find hazelnut to buy for at home. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting these shades blended. And also like the spot here that's showing up patchy, that's because I think my eye is a little irritated, so just ignore that. My lash usually covers it up anyways. It's been like that for a day or two. So yeah, for coffee, I like it if I'll occasionally have just like hot coffee with like creamers and stuff, but usually I like it like as a ice cap or like a blended, like a frap kind of vibe. Hazelnut, caramel, those are like my top go-tos. I also love a candy cane white hot chocolate. That one's really good. So for me it varies, but my everyday drink is an energy drink. It's not actually technically either of those, coffee or tea. For me, my daily is a energy drink, and I've been drinking them since the 3rd grade. Lately, I've been just doing half an energy drink and then watering it down with bubbly, which is like carbonated water, just to cut back on like the sugar and everything. So I've gone down to about half an energy drink most days. But yeah, so those are my caffeine choices. I think that should answer that question. The next one just says, happy birthday, and thank you so much. I have mixed feelings. I'm mostly excited for my birthday, but also I am kind of in the mindset of, like, well, I feel like I haven't accomplished as much as I would by now, which is kind of hard. Like, kind of, I'm realizing that I feel like I wasted time on certain things, and, yeah, but anyways, you just said happy birthday. I'm not going to get into that. Next question. This is where I'm going to get into it. The next question is, what would I like to achieve in the next year? And that's really tough for me because I don't think I have any main short-term goals right now, just because I'm in a bit of a transition period. So I spent the past 5 years working, I guess, six years. I started it during COVID, so I spent like the past 6 years really putting my all into a small business that still has not become something for me. And I was working part-time throughout pretty much all of that, either through doing temping or through like part-time jobs. I've been at my current job for, I'm going on 2 years in, I think, October, and I was part-time there, and I just recently agreed to switch to full-time. I still will be working just 4 days because that's the minimum amount allotted to become a actual full-time employee with them. And what that means is I'll just get like more perks, because I was already kind of doing 4 days for the past couple months. At least this is what's in the talks right now. But starting in August, as long as nothing changes, I should be at, like, considered a full-time by doing 4 days a week. And so I'm kind of transitioning into that. And it's really hard because I didn't want to ever have to go back to a 9-to-5. I really wanted my business to succeed and to be able to just mostly work from home and do markets and just enjoy that life that I was really pushing to make a reality. But over the past year or so, I've still been doing the occasional market, and I'm not seeing the growth I need. It seems like whether I work on it full time or I work on it for like an hour a week, I'm getting the same results, and it just kind of broke me a little bit. It made me realize that maybe that's not something I should be prioritizing in my life, which was hard because I fought so hard to make that something that was going to become a reality, and I don't think it's gonna happen. And it's hard because, like, I know a big part of it is just that the economy sucks and people don't have money for extras, because I do woodworking, so I make home decor, I carve jewelry, I, like, my starting point of it was making coffin shelves. I've made like makeup brush holders and makeup palette organizers, and I've even done like big things like coffin shaped coffee tables. I've done pet beds. I just recently finished some nightstands because I did get a custom order from someone who has previously bought from me, and I'm still accepting orders here and there, but like it's not what I thought it was. I thought that if I really prioritized it, that would become my full-time job. And I'm realizing that I was sinking by doing it. So anyways, I did just switch to being full-time at my job, and it's okay. Like, I like the people I work with. I don't dislike the job at all. It's something I can see doing long-term if I can make more money doing it, because right now I don't make enough money doing it to have it be sustainable. I am having a lot of patchiness, but I think it's just because of eye irritation. So I'm going to start putting a shimmer, and I don't think I want any of the shimmers from the palette. Like, I don't mind the gold, but I think I want something a little bit different. So I think we're going to go into the Efflorescence palette, and I think I'm going to go into wax for sure, and maybe a little bit of bloom. We'll see. Because, like, Bloom, it looks orange when I'm looking at it, but I remember when I put it on the eye, it looks pink. But I might do that anyway, so a little wax and then maybe Bloom. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm in a bit of a transition period as far as that goes, because the past 5 years I've been really pushing for this, and then over the last year I've kind of taken a step back and realized that in a sense I feel like because I didn't succeed, I wasted a lot of time, and like there were definite benefits of doing it, and I'm not fully stepping back, I'm just not prioritizing it as much right now. But I spent 5 years pushing for it, and instead of working a regular job, making better money, me and my partner aren't as far ahead as we thought we would be. Like, we wanted to be, we're in our house, we're on year 8, and we thought by year 10, we would confidently be able to buy our dream home. And because I wasted 5 years not making any money, because I was like, my business was barely paying for itself, never mind paying me. We're just not where we wanted to be, and it's because of choices I made, unfortunately. So I'm trying to figure out what life is gonna look like for me now that I'm basically gonna be 9 to 5 full-time again. I need to figure out whether I'm still going to do markets, whether I want to keep my website alive online, and just kind of what I want to push for now, because for the past 5 years it was thinking that that business was going to become something. And yeah, it's been a harsh reality, honestly, but it kind of just has to be an it is what it is moment and figure out how to move forward from it. And then I used to ship everywhere, but once the tariffs hit, I had to switch to only Canada. And I wanted to try and figure out how to ship to the US again, but I don't even know if it's worth it anymore. I really don't know what my paths look like. I guess if I had to pick something to focus on, I guess, for the next year, like to achieve, I wouldn't mind like growing on here and on like Instagram and stuff for my makeup, because it is something I really do enjoy. And like if I could do this full time, you bet I would. My partner thinks that this would be a lot easier to grow than my business, because no one needs to spend money to support me, whereas with my business it takes money. Whereas for here it's like people just need to engage, and then the AdSense pays. Not me, because I'm not big enough, but like theoretically that's how it would work. So he thinks that this is a more realistic path, and it's something I love just as much as the woodworking. I really enjoy both a lot, so I think that would be really cool if I could grow on here. I'm not expecting to be able to do this full-time. Growing on social media, I've realized is hard because I was trying to do it for so long with my business, and I only ever reached about 1,000 and some followers on there, and that was like 5 years of diligent, consistent, like full-time work. So yeah, I don't really know. Life is in a weird position right now for me, and I want to do better for my partner. I want to do better for our future, and I also just want to be able to enjoy life a little bit, because I haven't been able to in so long by pursuing something that I don't think will ever come to fruition. And it's tough because like every time I would get a message being like, hey, I love this thing I bought from you, like you're so talented, you're so this, you're so that, I'm like, my skills were never the problem. It's the fact that people can't afford to support, and I understand that, but like it's tough. It's a tough predicament I'm in. Yeah, so goals and all that, they're so up in the air. I'm just trying to figure out what I should work towards next, I guess. I'm just going back in with Shocked, that neon yellow shade. I think I'm going to pull it along the top here. I guess something in the inner corner. You know what? Actually, I don't know why I didn't grab this sooner. Give me a second. I for sure want to go in with some of my Gamebeauty Robinhood shadow here. So I'm going to grab just a little bit more of my Glimmer Grasp and put that on my inner corner. And then I'll go in with that. So the next question is the first palette I'd repurchase if I lost them all. I think I would go for any of my Cosmic Beauty palettes just because the quality in them is incredible and they're pretty affordable for what they are. So I think, like, assuming that I lost all my palettes, something awful probably would have happened. I think that it would make the most sense for me to go for something more affordable that I know I love. So I do think I would go with really any of my Cosmic Beauty ones. Next question. Favorite song to sing at karaoke? I've done karaoke like 3 times in my life. As a kid, I played SingStar a lot. I freaking loved that game. But in my adulthood, I've only done karaoke, maybe 4 times. And every time I did, the song was different. So I can't answer this. But what I will do is I'll tell you the 4 songs that I sung. The first one, I'm not going in order because I don't remember. These were all in my young adult life, probably when I was like between 18 to like 20. So one of them was Hotel California. And me and my brother duetted that just for funsies because neither of us wanted to sing alone. So we were like, okay, let's do this. And then another one was the song Toxic from Britney Spears because I freaking love that song and I went out with one of my girlfriends and we did karaoke. Another song we did, it was from Avenged Sevenfold. It was, oh god, it was the one of, what was it called? It's gonna bug me if I don't figure it out. I don't remember what it was called, but it was an Avenged Sevenfold song. I haven't listened to them in a hot minute, so don't judge me there. I forget. And the other song was, I think it was, I don't remember that one either. Dang. It was like a 2000 song. But I guess so was Britney Spears' Toxic. Yeah. So I don't have a favorite, but those are a couple songs I have sang at karaoke on the few times I went. We just have, I guess, 3 more questions here. I'm just gonna go into, I'm thinking we'll just do more Taboo for the lower lash line. So the next question is favorite eyeshadow palette in my collection currently, and then favorite palette of all time. I'm going to kind of lump together because I don't really do declutters or anything. Honestly, I don't really pick favorites of things. I love rotating through my collection, and as long as the color story speaks to me and the formula is good, I love it. I don't think I have like even a top 3. This is why I don't do rankings, to be honest, because I love showing all of my collection the same amount of love, or at least, you know, what I think is a reasonable amount. So like, yeah, I honestly couldn't even tell you. I love all my palettes. I would say that like the newer ones are gonna be the ones that probably excite me the most and I gravitate towards the most because their formula is like usually newer. They haven't been sitting for as long. Like technically most of my eyeshadow palettes are probably like technically expired, but I don't care as long as it keeps performing and there's no reason for concern. So yeah, I can't answer that because I suck at picking favorites. I've always sucked at picking favorites. I guess a couple palettes that I'm really gravitating towards lately are going to be the ones I have from Ladybug Glow, the ones I have from Poppy and Fluff, my one that I got from Cosmic Beauty, my Beauty Moon Cosmetics, my Noiry Corn one. Like I said, all the ones that are just kind of newer and fresher in my collection are definitely going to be the ones that speak to me the most right now. But I still really love all of my older palettes as well. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm really bad at picking favorites. I'm just going to pop a little Glimmer Grasp in the brow bone, and we're going to put that same inner corner shade here. Next question. This is from a friend of mine that actually we met through vending and like when I was doing markets a lot, and we became pretty good friends, and they said, how does it feel being beauty, brains, and brawn? And this is so sweet, and I don't know how to answer the question, but I definitely can't help but wonder, it's like, if I have all of these qualities and people view me like that, which is amazing, why am I struggling so hard to make dreams come true for myself, you know? Not to get all like, woe is me, because I do have a lot that I'm blessed for, and I love my life, but I've been definitely thinking a lot about the dreams I've been following, and that things are not the way that I really pushed for them to be. But I do feel very blessed that anyone would think of me as someone that has beauty, brains, and brawn. Like, that's so thoughtful. So thank you so much to my friend. I'm not gonna name you just in case you wanted to keep it just anonymous, but yeah, I think that's very, very sweet. And let me just pick something from my Waterline, and then we'll answer that last question. Okay, I wish I had something brighter, but honestly, this one should work with what I'm using anyway. So this is Joyride from ColourPop. And the last question is going to be favorite color in general, clothes, makeup, etc. So for me, again, I'm terrible at picking favorites. For a long time, I was literally like rainbow. Because I can't pick. And my graduation dress was custom made to be a rainbow. I had rainbow hair for most of my teenage and even young adult life. I honestly stopped because I thought it was doing too much damage to my hair, and I was getting tired of the upkeep. But yeah, for a very long time, I had rainbow hair, and I could not pick a favorite color. Now, I still wouldn't be able to pick a favorite color in like makeup and clothes. I would say like turquoise and teal makes me very happy. I think it's a very pretty color to look at. In my house, I am doing a lot of like brown and greens because I love plants. I want my house to be kind of like a nature witch kind of vibe. My bedroom, it's purple and gray, but I want to change it a little bit to something slightly different. I'm just not sure what yet. So yeah, for favorite color, that's tough. I have a hard time settling on just one aesthetic. Like, even in my closet, I have like alt clothing, I have like nature elf, wood elf kind of clothing, I have like pretty standard basic clothing because I need business casual for work. I have like Lolita doll, like dress, like maid dress kind of clothing that I don't really wear, but I love it, so I don't have the heart to get rid of it. I have quite an array as far as like my style goes. So I have like this cool blood splatter dress shirt and like a skirt type thingy to go with it. So I definitely think that I have a hard time picking favorites. I just can't stick to one vibe. I can't do it. So those were all the questions. I'm so sorry that some of them got deep. I promise I, as a whole, am quite happy with the life I've built for myself. I love my fur babies. I love my partner. I love my friends and family. I really do have a great support group and circle. And I'm really proud of the accomplishments I have made. It's just some things are not where I thought they'd be, and that's a hard pill to swallow. And I like being transparent that like life is what it is, and I genuinely am not really sure what my short-term goals are. So hopefully I figure them out. I wouldn't mind kind of knowing what I'm aiming for over the next little bit. Obviously, I want to keep pursuing my makeup. I really enjoy playing with makeup. I enjoy the community of really great people that I've met through makeup so far. I definitely want to see where this journey takes me, but I'm definitely not ready to dive head deep in the way I did with my last dream, because I just want to be able to get my dream house with my partner and not be as stressed financially as we have been over the past like 5 years due to my choices. So yeah, that's my life, guys. I'm gonna hop off to catch the other eye up and finish up the face, and then I'll be right on back and we can finish up the video. Alrighty guys, we are back with the completed look, and I am obsessed with how it turned out. So let's go ahead and go over everything I used. So to finish off the eyes, I went in with my Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I think it's getting pretty empty because it's kind of clumping my lashes now. And when I like wiggle the wand, I don't feel really like I'm touching any product. So I'm going to keep using it for a little bit longer, but I think we've almost gotten empty. For my waterline, I think I already said this, but I went into ColourPop's Joyride. Aside from that, the eyes were completely done on camera. My lashes are just off of Amazon. For my skin, before doing my makeup, I went in with my Abib Heart Calming Trial Kit, just the face wash. So it was the Acne Foam Cleanser. I don't have acne, I don't struggle with acne, but it is a nice gentle cleanser, so I've been enjoying using it in the morning so far. And then after I did my eyes, I did end up prepping my skin with the rest of the kit. So I went in with the Abib Heartleaf Calming Toner. And then after that, I went in with the Heartleaf Tekka Capsule Serum, so calming drops. And then I did also use a little bit of the Heartleaf Calming Cream. And that's just kind of how I prepped my skin. I've never been a prep my skin before makeup girly. At most, I've gotten into lately just using a moisturizer, but this kit has been a really nice way to get my face prepped in the morning. So I'm really enjoying it. For anyone wondering on an update, I haven't had it for super long, but so far I do enjoy it in the morning. I actually ended up forgetting to put primer on, I think, because I did so much skincare. It just slipped my mind. So I just went in with my Covergirl Blurring Skin Tint. I did add a little bit of my moisturizer. I used my Dew of the Gods one because this one is so close to being empty anyways. So I just threw a little bit of that in with the foundation because I find that foundation works better with just a little bit more hydration because I have dry skin. I did also go in with a cream blush stick. This one's from QO, and I went in with the hug side because it's double-sided. I also went in with a cream highlight. This one is my Lashstep eyeshadow stick in crystal, but I just use it as a highlight. I have been since I got it. For setting, I used my Wet n Wild Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This one I just used under the eyes and around the nose, just because when I go in with my Clean Invisible around the nose, it pulls product. So I'm using this one on the rest of the face, but those sensitive areas, I went in with my Wet n Wild because it's kind of a tried and true for me. I did also go in with a powder blush. This time I went in with my Bebella Blush Quad in Classy. I really still am loving this little quad. It's, yeah, got some great shades in here and I really enjoy it. For my eyebrows, I went in with my Essence Eyebrow Designer in Brown 02, along with my Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. Not a fan of this, just trying to use it up in case anyone here is new. For my lips, I went in with one of my ColourPop Lippy pencils. This one is in Overtime. And then I went in with two of my Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit lipsticks. So on the center of the lips, I went in with the shade Terrifying Tangerine. And then on the remainder of the lips, I went into Video Vixen. This used to be such a tried and true. I'm surprised it's not empty actually, but I used both of those and then I kind of like blended it together. And then I did top it all with my Gourmand Girls, one of my Trapped lip glosses. Oh gosh, what was the name? The sticker came off of it again. That's gonna bug me. I don't like that they did it as a sticker on the bottom because the stickers just pop off so easily. I don't remember the shade of it, but it's this like peachy orangey shade, and I topped my lips with that. It will be down below for the shade if you are curious though. I did also use my Wet n Wild Fight Dirty setting spray, and I believe that's everything I used to finish off the look. So let's just go ahead and finish up the video. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a fun time answering all of your questions. Thank you so much if you did decide to take part and ask me something. Sorry that some of the answers were a little bit stressy depressy, but honestly, I just love being open and honest and having somewhere to kind of genuinely just talk and, you know, express myself as a person. So yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for taking part. I would love to do videos like this again and kind of more get to know me kind of things, if that's something anyone is interested in. If you ever want to leave questions in the comments or ask me things, I can always save them to do another video in the future. I didn't get a ton of questions asked for this video, so I really hope it was interesting enough for you guys. As a small content creator, it makes sense to not get as many questions as maybe the bigger creators do. But for those that did take time to send me some questions to answer, thank you so much for helping make this video come to life. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave me a thumbs up. It does help my channel out a lot. If you want to subscribe, that would basically just bookmark my channel, so it's nice and easy to find. If you don't want to miss any of my videos, you are absolutely welcome to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I post. And if you do want to hype my video up, I believe that one just kind of pushes me out to other people to hopefully get to watch and enjoy my content. I think those are all the buttons. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you on my next one.